Yo, too. I know I ain't been on in a while. I'm doing stuff, but the last few weeks, man, been absolutely wonderful for boxing. You know, the upsets, the fights, you know, everything. Everything's been good. You know, can't complain one bit. You know, it's been just awesome. Want to touch on just a couple things. You know, for suds, dog. I don't know what you thought that I meant. You know, we went a little, you know, had a little banner going on one of those videos about the video that wouldn't play on my iPhone. And I was just asking you, because this is the second time this has happened to me, not one of your videos, but another video that, you know, somebody else made on YouTube. And I was just wondering, were you having any problems with any videos also? Because I was one of the guys who said that the Madonna Morales, not so much the fight, just I thought Morales was washed up, you know. I thought he was done, you know. He's been in some wars, you know. The dude has been in some fucking fights. It was a much better fight than I thought it would be, but I never was high on Madonna, you know. I never thought that, I never was really high on him anyway, to begin with. The Berto fight, you know, it was 1,000 videos on the Berto fight. Good fight, you know. I was wrong. I thought Berto would win. I knew it was a good fight. I wasn't willing to bet no money on it, but if I would have had to make a prediction video, I would have predicted that Berto would have won, and I would have been wrong. I was never that down on Victor Ortiz because when he lost to Madonna, I mean, shit, man, you know, it's just one of those kind of fights. And the fight with Peterson, he just, you know, I don't know if he just kind of got winded at the end or what, but you know, it was what it was. You know, I don't think that Peterson is a bad fighter. I think he's just very limited in skill. You know, he's just limited to what he can do in the ring. But big ups to Ortiz and Berto just for fucking getting in the ring. You know, fighting a dangerous opponent, which a lot of guys just won't do nowadays. You know. I don't think I talked about the shit. It's been a while. Nito, his knockout of Montiel, that was a good one. The Wama upset. It was an upset. That fight was an upset because it was supposed to be a showcase fight for Wama. You know, which I made a video about that. You know, we get a lot of, instead of fights, guys that we want to see go against each other, we get a lot of showcases, you know, where this dude is basically, it's supposed to be displayed in opposition to another guy. You know, it was supposed to be his showcase fight next to Gamboa's, and you know, I guess it didn't work out good for Uncle Bob. What's next, you know, for everybody? You know, I'm interested to see who Ortiz will end up in the ring with next. I love for it to be, you know, Mayweather or Pacquiao, but we know the chance of that shit happening is very motherfucking slim, you know. Berto, what's next for Berto, you know? I actually like to see a rematch for him and Ortiz. I'd be fine with that, you know, but, you know, who knows? I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'd be okay with it. This May 7th bullshit. I mean, you know, maybe Shane pulls off some upset, but the fact of the matter is, even if Shane was to look good in this fight, it still doesn't take away from the fact that what's there to make us think that he can, you know? Because anybody betting on Shane is basically betting on, you know, if you ain't like directly related to him, you're just a fucking idiot, you know? But the fight is basically another display, one of those showcase fights. It just happens to be on pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying? Despite the fact that you already pay $100 for cable or satellite or whatever you had, they want you to call for another $60, $65 to see another showcase fight. Fucking terrible, but you know, could be worse. You know, shit. Could have been fucking fighting Eric Morales, I guess. I don't know. I think that politics in boxing have really just screwed things up so much. You know, there are so many fights that could happen and won't happen just because, you know. So, you know, I want to give props to like Lou DiBella and Gary Shaw. You know, I mean, for the most part, they are, at least in my eyes, the two promoters who are trying to make the best fights possible. You know, and I know some of that is probably because, you know, they ain't got that cash flow coming in like Uncle Bob and you know, Oscar the Golden Goose, but I mean, damn, you know, we just want to see the fucking fights. You know, just, you know, it's so often that, you know, like Bob trying to cook this Gamboa and Wama shit so much and so bad for so long. Look what happened, you know. They still should fight. I think Gamboa beats Wama, but, you know, just put him in there. You know, what about Gamboa and I don't know. What about Darchinian and Abner Maris? You know, how about them two fight? I don't know. You know, it's a lot of options, a lot of fights that could be made. But then as soon as you start talking about this guy can fight, this guy, it's top rank, Golden Boy, and all that kind of stuff, man, that shit drains the life out of the sport. Drains the life out of it, you know. No, it's about that is, you know, college football. But at least at the end, you know, Auburn can play Ohio State, or USC can play Texas. You know what I'm saying? At the end, at least, you know, but it's boxing. What can you say? You know? You know, these past few weeks have, you know, kind of given me that passion back, you know. There were times I wouldn't miss a fight. But honestly, I can say I was amped for this Berto Ortiz fight because I was curious to see what would happen, you know. I didn't take any bets, you know, because I wasn't sure either way. Like I said, if I had to make a prediction video, which I didn't, I would have picked Berto to win. You know, I like Berto, you know, but I like Ortiz too. Not that I thought, I just kind of thought that Berto was a little better. You know, not that I was down on Ortiz. I like Ortiz. You know, I like to see him get his shot, Ortiz. We'll see what happens. You know.